Although Taylor Swift type numbers. It's I had a 7% conversion rate. So let's say if we took
I love when you do math.
what?
Math glaze?
Damn!
I love the way you do math.
Hello!
What's good, YouTube? It's the boy AJ King, and today we are reacting to How We Lost Kanye West by Tommy NFG. We are joined by Esmeralda, first and foremost, and then the Chatisios Maximus. Make sure that y'all join the streams. We are going to be live. I don't have a schedule. You know what? I'll just admit it. I don't have a damn schedule. I'm live whenever I want to, but at least once a week, and it will be sometime on the weekend for sure. What are y'all's thoughts on Kanye? I actually still rock with Kanye to this day. Not the things that he says, but with the music. You know, separating the art from the artist. I do that with Kanye for sure. And so that's all I got. Let's get into the video.
Man, oh man, the end of the road. Never thought we'd make it here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a total lie. I knew we would make it here. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed one of the greatest artists of a lifetime. An artist who's documented his success and knew he was gonna make it from the start. Someone whose story inspired millions out there and whose music changed
One of the
music
goats.
as we know it.
One of the goats.
Single-handedly crumble his own empire himself. I think we're witnessing history because I've truly never seen a musician of Kanye's caliber ever go downhill like him. Kanye's most recent crash out proves to us that his ego isn't just about not caring about what fans or critics have to say. It's also about not caring what the people who love him
rest in
say.
peace, Bernie.
I'm gonna be fully honest. I think the world owes Kim Kardashian an apology. The amount of hate people gave Kim for keeping her kids away from Kanye was huge.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I kind of like an underdog story, and it seemed like Kanye just had everything going against him. Unfortunately, a lot of that was his own doing. So, I'm sorry, Kim Kardashian. That's my apology.
Not gonna lie, I was one of those people hated. So I give my
Hell
sincere
yeah.
apologies to Kim Kardashian because you were right. Kanye made these videos back in 2022 complaining that Kim wouldn't let him see his kids. I'm saying back then like it was ancient times. It was really 3 years ago. But for Kanye, that's like four lifetimes and 5 schizo eras. At that time, everyone was hating on Kim because even though Kanye was still known for saying some crazy stuff then,
Well, Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Y'all, we leaving right now.
Bro, that clip is freaking gold. Y'all, we leaving right now.
before the whole Alex Jones incident and the recent Twitter rant, so we still had some public image there. I'm imagining if this is just the stuff he's saying on Twitter, could you imagine the type of stuff he's saying in real life, especially around his kids, because it's not like he would care they're hearing it. He don't give a f. His wife got butt booty naked at the middle of the Grammys with kids around. After the Alex Jones incident, everyone pretty much thought it was over for him. He got all his sponsorships pulled away. All his friends and families cut ties with him, except a couple people. And a lot of Kanye Glazers couldn't find a way to defend this. But in some odd, somewhat weird way, he was slowly making a comeback from this. I mean, there were still some Glazers that defended him.
That's true. Wait, okay, y'all be honest with me. Let me know in the comments, what do y'all personally think? If you had a friend, right, that y'all are still boys, everything is cool, and it comes out that they start saying stuff like what Kanye was saying, like y'all know what Kanye's been saying. I'm not even gonna try to insinuate anything. But if they start moving like how Kanye is moving, are y'all cutting them off? Let's say it's your best friend. You cut them off? Like, if we're still boys and everything like that, I'm still gonna publicly disagree with what it is that you're saying. But I'm not gonna necessarily cut you off unless you start doing some weird stuff.
He did that was to get out his business deals. I'm sure the billionaire Kanye West,
but I don't blame people for doing
to get
it,
out
though.
his deals with lawyers. Like, I don't know about
Makes
that
sense.
one. And his recent tweets prove he did that because he actually believed what he said. I would say the comeback started with his halfway up.
Okay. Kanye never ceases to amaze me. Oh, my bad. Ye never ceases to amaze me. Are we dead us, bro? Come on, bruh. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. If it's stuff like this, just straight up,
prove he did
I don't
that
know, man.
because he
I don't
actually
know.
believed what he said. I would say the comeback started with his halfway apology. He apologized to the Jewish community in 2023 on his IG post, and also because of Jonah Hill, so shout out to Jonah Hill. He also started making his comeback by doing what he does best and releasing clothes and music. He made the official Yeezy.com website so people could buy from him independently instead of from a brand. Only someone like
I remember
Kanye
that.
and a few select celebs out there could do this and have people care. His name was pushed by labels and brands for 2 decades, so he doesn't need their promotion anymore. And for the music end, he also released Vultures. In typical fashion, he does some crazy.
People didn't like Vultures. I actually did kind of like. I kind of like Vultures. I think the reason why I still like hold some form of, I guess it's parasocial, right? But I still have some empathy towards Kanye just because we kind of had a similar path. But when I say similar path, I do not mean the Nazi stuff. No, none of that. Absolutely none of the crazy stuff. But just like from doing your own thing and then going down a hyper religious arc and then coming out of it. Like, I still kind of relate to that to an extent. And so I think that's why I still hold his music dear.
And then releases music
So
so
when he
people
gets
can forgive
canceled,
him
we
and realize
can
how
play
good
it?
he is.
Oh,
But this
clip
time,
it?
people
I'm not
weren't
getting canceled.
rocking with the
It's not happening.
Kanye formula anymore. Everyone universally agreed that this was his worst album put out and the effect wasn't hitting the same. Even though it has
I
some
don't
bangers
know.
on there, it
It
wasn't
did.
that Kanye magic everyone expects from his albums. And this coming
I
after
guess.
Donda, an actual good album with some of the most aura-filled shows you could ever witness, that's gotta be the biggest downgrade ever. I'm not even gonna mention Vultures 2 as a piece of work. We're not even gonna acknowledge that. The saving grace was Carnival and it hitting #1 on the Billboard and being a hit,
Carnival
which wasn't
was
because
crazy.
of Kanye, if we're being honest. If Cardi wasn't
It
on
was
Carnival,
Cardi,
the whole
though.
album would have been forgotten. And Anthony Fantano didn't like it. How could we possibly like the album without his approval first?
This is completely unreviewable trash, and here's why.
Yeah, I'm not reading none of that.
But
Holy
Kanye's
crap.
saving grace, if not in music, will always come in fashion. Kanye could tape some souls to a rock on the ground, and it'll become the highest selling thing in fashion for the year. The creative thing about the Yeezy website is that everything is marked at $20, meaning it was affordable to anyone, and it isn't talked about how genius that idea was. Usually we're used to some celebrity or athlete collabing with an already established brand.
Honestly, I think I have the Vulture sweats. I actually have those. I wear those sometimes, actually.
for like 8x the price it costs to make. But he was kind of showing
It's
us
decent
here
sweats.
that them are scammers and could actually sell it for a cheaper price but choose not to. Him releasing one of his weirdest looking shoes ever was smart too, because everyone saw how weird it
What
looked.
the-
And we'll usually not buy it for what Yeezys used to be priced at, like $140, and if you're buying it from a reseller back then, it was probably more. But people could see it's $20 and give it a why not. I bought them when they first came out, and it took like 3 months to come. And I'm happy to say I wore them twice and never wore them again. They're actually pretty comfy and not bad, but I walked out in
Interesting.
public with them on one day and realized how stupid I looked to everyone else. So then I wore them just
Very
at home,
interesting.
but eventually changed back to my Crocs because I didn't want to roll the sock up my leg every time to get them on. He also went from looking like Shrek or a goblin from Clash of Clans for a
This
while,
look
back to
was
looking like
crazy.
2016 Kanye recently. That gave a lot of
Kanye.
people hope that he may be returning to a normal state, that he may be finally cooling off the nitrous. Until the Super Bowl aired a Yeezy ad and he was laid down on a dentist table, probably getting pumped up with 10 gigatons of nitrous while it was going on.
What's up, guys? I spent like all the money for the commercial on these new teeth. So once again, I had to shoot it on the iPhone.
Yeah, sorry, Kim. Sorry, Kim. Kim K. I understand it now. I understand it now. My bad. My bad. Bro!
Yeezy.com.
Do not go to Yeezy.com. Unless you're looking for Adolf's newest merch line, I would lay off it. This shit aired like the Joker airing himself on the news in The Dark Knight. I knew Kanye lost his creative genius when he first started talking about using AI. There are certain places where AI can't work in a job, and music is a big one. No one at this point is stopping him from keeping this AI train going. On his recent interview with unknown
I don't know,
D-list
man.
egghead-shaped writer Justin LeBoy,
Although Taylor Swift type numbers, it's I had a 7% conversion rate. So let's say if we took
I love when you do math.
What?
Math glaze?
Damn! Okay, I was gonna say, like, you do have to, from what I've seen, you do kind of have to glaze Kanye if you want to have an interview with him. But I don't know if it's to this extent. Holy crap. I love the way you do math. Hello! What? No way.
Math glaze? I
That is
love when you
insane.
do math.
For his new album, Bully, which was supposed to start rollout this year, maybe the tweets have something to do with the album name, just maybe. He was talking about using AI for the majority of his album and said it's the next version of sampling.
Stay away from AI. It's a more negative reaction than auto-tune. And I remember, like, I did auto-tune because people thought, they're like, man, this auto-tune is trash. As an artist, I could take anything. I could sell a piece of for like $10 million and shit, you know. And
Take a sample, and this is like a dream come true. Back in the days, you used to have to get the 24-track stems, the Motown, like the 24-track reel. It was like this, and they would tape it on a CD or tape it digitally, then you got the different parts. Right now, you could take any song and separate it. Just get the vocals, just get the bass line, the drums, completely separated. So when I send a song or a sample to my engineers, I just say JS AI, like they had a website.
I don't think he understands the reason
I think he actually, for once, has a very good point. Like, when it comes to the music industry, we've already talked about it multiple times with like different AI videos, but AI is kind of inevitable. It really is. And whether you like to admit it or not, some of your favorite artists are going to be using AI. I think the correlation between AI and autotune is a very good point. I don't think it's the same though. I think that AI is definitely more negative to the music industry than autotune, because at least with autotune, you're still doing the stuff. With AI, at least in the way that he's saying it, using it to split up vocals and the drums and the beats and everything like that, that I think is valid. But when people start getting into using it for lyrics, go on YouTube and just search freestyle beats. Search any freestyle beat. You're gonna see in the comment section, it's just gonna be people with just lyrics. I guarantee you, 99% of those lyrics, ChatGPT, cook me up a lyric that goes up to da 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 da. Yeah. People are going to start using AI. People who can't even rap, people who don't have no melodic bones in their body are going to be using AI. And I think it's inevitable and it sucks, but it is what it is. So however the people move with it, we'll just have to see. We'll really just have to see.
why people don't like AI and what it brings to music is because it's lazy. The point
It's
of
super
music
lazy.
is to craft artistic sounds. And people want to feel the emotion from that person's vision. Like, I'm imagining Runaway, one of Kanye's most emotional songs, and its
Fire
layered
song.
meaning. If it was
Fire
made
song.
using AI, no one would be able to feel those emotions. It might get
But if no one knew that it was AI, then what? What if Kanye just came out today? He's like, yeah, Runaway, that song was actually AI. Are we gonna say the song is trash now? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. That song is a banger through and through, regardless if ChatGPT had its own damn ghostwriting in it. So it's going to be a very interesting future that we have when it comes to this stuff. It
some
really
of the
is.
vocals right and instrumental, but humans can feel other humans' emotions and can tell. That's why with AI art, it's pretty obvious to tell it's AI and looks weird to people. And when he's talking about autotune, he's right. At first, people didn't like autotune. But the difference between autotune and AI is autotune still includes some human action. You actually have to record vocals still and edit the autotune filter to what you want. Okay, the AI wouldn't
I never liked Runaway that much anyway.
be that bad if he was just
Interesting
using the
pick.
AI to maybe help him break down a sample or something.
I'm not
But
mad
he's
at it,
trying to use AI of
but
his
very
voice with 0% recording coming from him.
If you ain't serving it, you can get the fuck up on my shit.
If you ain't serving, you can get the fuck
up on my sheen, hide around, hit him with the guap, take a fucking dab, head around, this way that kid, the old.
Oh my god, the meat writing is crazy.
Yeah, he glazing.
The meat writing is crazy.
Absolutely
All Kanye
insane.
would spit at himself for even doing
But
this. This is the same man who said he spent
people are gonna do it.
5,000 hours making a song. So now he doesn't have to do
1,000%.
any work if he wants to. He could have someone ghostwrite some lyrics for him, have someone record a reference track for him, then use an AI voice filter and boom, new Kanye song. I would think Kanye would be the one person against AI in music, considering how much he cares about the craft. In actuality, Kanye cared about the music craft. And Ye is the degenerate who doesn't care about his well-being or the people around him. People have been pointing out after his recent crash out that his wife actually might have something to do with it. We all know that Kanye got diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 2016, which was kind of a blessing for him because anytime he lashed out in public, his fans could just blame it on his bipolar. But
Oh my
recently on the interview with
gosh. Oh my gosh. The Kanye fans were so quick. Ah, he's bipolar. That was never me. Whenever it comes to celebrities and everything like that, there's people who I gravitate towards, but there's nobody who I will stand by 100%. Absolutely not. The people that are in the comment sections talking about, oh, you know, the bipolar, da 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 da. At some point, you gotta accept accountability for your own damn actions. You feel me? And the stuff that Kanye was doing, that's all Kanye. Bipolar or not. Bipolar or not. You feel me? If he kills somebody, he still gotta go to prison the same way that everybody else does, you know? So unless it's something that is deeply rooted, like some form of true special ed type of thing, the excuses gotta be minimal. Like there's no way we're just gonna blame that for everything in the way that they
He
have.
claimed he actually was misdiagnosed and has autism, and that his wife suggests that she thinks he doesn't have bipolar.
See,
because
autism?
she's seen it before.
To do that because you say something
Maybe
about
there's
your personality
argument for
doesn't feel like it's bipolar. I've seen bipolar before.
Yeah.
I've seen, she's educated, so I've seen bipolar before, and come to find out it's really a case of autism that I have. And autism takes you to a Rain Man thing where you're like,
You take medication, does it work for you? What gets you out of
I haven't
your
taken
episode?
the medication since I found out that it wasn't bipolar. That wasn't the right diagnosis.
Well, that would explain some
I
things.
don't know who that doctor was, but fire that immediately.
Yeah.
It's a far cry from autism or bipolar. It's looking more like schizophrenia. And coincidentally, this
Oh my
episode
gosh.
came out on February 4th, 3 days before he started crashing out on Twitter. I don't know how long meds take before
Free
they start
puff is
wearing
crazy.
off, but my prediction is that probably has something to do with it. So if it is because of Bianca, thanks raw naked chicken wing, you ruined my life. All I'm saying is Kim would have stopped this bullshit ASAP. The worst tweet has got to be him saying F Virgil. Actually, let me
That
not pick a
was
worse
also
tweet.
crazy.
Diddy and R. Kelly. Him and
Why the
Virgil
hell
had
would he
known
do
each
that?
other since 2003. And for some reason, Kanye's always held some type of envy against him because Virgil became the fashion director at Louis Vuitton and he didn't. I think their decision was based off a couple of things. One probably being they didn't want to pick the guy that was gonna risk tweeting out slavery's a choice one day. Just a safe option. Even
Good
when
decision.
Kanye was at Virgil's first show and hugged him, deep down inside, he wished that was him, and I guess he never let it go.
Slimy. People like that suck. People like that actually suck. If your boy is winning, you should be happy for him. If you're not happy for him, that is not your boy. And you shouldn't be associating with him. Why is associating the word that always gets me? I don't know.
You can't be happy for your homie? Even if something like this happened with my close friend, I might be mad initially or wish I wanted it. But at the end of the day, I'ma still be happy for them. Like, y'all saw each other go from nothing to being the biggest fashion leaders. And Kanye already had Yeezys, which was already successful, so it came down to ego and wanting him to rule everything. Also saying he stole my position and culture strategically is so ego-eccentric.
That's so bad. That is so bad. You see, I don't rock with this at all. At all. Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, sure, you can want the same position, kind of like how Tommy's saying, but wanting it so badly that you're going to diss him after he dies, that's a whole other level. What are we doing?
Like, you're the one who literally hired him to be on your team years ago. AKA, you're the one who wanted his help and expertise to help you with things. It would be one thing if Virgil was alive
rest in
and
peace,
he's
Virgil.
ranting on him and he still has a chance to talk back. But he's on him while he's not even alive. Also, the amount of Jew tweets, like, holy Kanye could trip on a rock in a deserted mountain and he's going, ah, damn, that's gotta be the work of a Jew.
Which I don't understand. Like, what is the obsession with Jews, black people, and gay people? I feel like those three groups are always in the mouths of people. Like, I just don't understand what the obsession is.
Can't make up his mind. He goes on hating them for multiple tweets to then thanking them for making
it's because
corn,
if you're
posting
different, they
corn
don't
all
like
over his
you.
feed for people to watch. I know people probably threw their phones in public after opening Twitter that day. Dog, he's the same man who said corn ruined his life after finding God and that it destroyed his family. It's sad too, knowing his kids are old enough to now understand what he's doing and saying. Especially Nora. She's 11 years old now, turning 12.
Damn.
Imagine her friends asking her why her dad is tweeting out that he's a Nazi. I wouldn't be surprised if some of her friends' parents aren't letting them see her anymore. The thing that really doesn't make sense is the Diddy defending. Like, bro, you called him out multiple times in the past.
Now, none of these that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you.
I don't know what changed his mind. Maybe he listened to a couple of fire Diddy songs. Do those even exist? Now that I think of it, I can't even name 3 Diddy songs.
Same. I was just having a conversation with one of my coworkers earlier this week. I'm like, I don't even know a Diddy song. I genuinely don't even know not one song by Diddy. Like, I would have to hear it and somebody would have to tell me that it's from him in order for me to know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what songs does he even have? I don't know, man. I don't know.
You know for a fact he's heard
crazy.
stories in the past of how terrible Diddy is and what he's done to women. He probably heard it before we did too. He's been in the top of the industry that long and his best friend was Jay-Z. And then he's gonna tweet out, "We love you, Puff." No. You are not the voice of the unheard. Maybe you were in the past, but I did not sign off on that. Then he goes on to defend R. Kelly and say the age of parental consent in Massachusetts is 14.
What are we doing? No. No, we are not defending R. Kelly or Diddy. No, we're just not doing it. Sometimes I'm just like, is he just trolling? Like, what is it? But I don't know. I just, like I said earlier, separate the music from the artist. Separate the art from the artist. Whatever it is that he says, I don't agree with. However, music's still fire. 2 can be true at the same time.
He noted on, and it isn't even true. I think he feels the industry him over and set him up. So everyone who's been accused and convicted of something from the industry has also been set up, and they only had it happen to them because of like sometimes,
which doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand
terrible
it.
People like you. You know, there's no comeback from this rant when Travis Scott and Tyler the Creator unfollowed him. Bro, I know for a fact I heard Travis. That's literally his role model and actual brother-in-law. He stuck with him through all the controversies and has always held down that he's his hero. After this, I can't see him saying it anymore without facing some type of backlash. And Elon Musk unfollowing too might be the craziest one. This is the equivalent of Stalin versus Hitler. It's like he wants to be alone and have no friends and family and only have his naked wife. Saying you only tour for the money too is the final way of cutting off your core fans. Like if you're a Kanye rider and see this, he's basically spitting in your face and saying he's only interacting with you for the money. But best believe if he has a tour, people will still be running to buy those tickets. And him managing to get the Super Bowl ad still after everything, only to remove everything off the store after the ad and just have a swastika shirt up. Someone at Fox is getting fired because this could have easily been prevented. They finally shut the store down after 16 hours of it being up. And yes, Kanye, we know who you're gonna blame for this, even though
this thingy. What is this? Strap.
So you're literally selling swastikas. My final thoughts on why this whole rant got fired up in the first place is because it got confirmed this year that he's a billionaire again with a net worth of $2.77 billion.
Billionaire again. Do you know how much $1 billion is? That is not 100 million. That's 100,000 million. Let me not even do the math. But it's a lot of millions. It is a lot of millions. after he already lost it. So, I mean, when I see that, this is disregarding literally everything about this video. This is completely aside from the video. But when I see things like that, it just really proves to me it's like, yo, I'm really gonna blow up on this YouTube stuff and this content creation stuff. And regardless of what happens with the public perception, let's say people don't rock with me after X amount of time, I'm gonna get it back. I'm definitely gonna get it back. If Kanye can get it back, why the hell can't I? You feel me? Hoodie String, that's the name. Thank you.
Meant that he's now more richer than he was before with his sponsorships and deals. So we
Crazy.
saw this and saw Elon Musk Twitter and realized he made a comeback while saying the most crazy shit ever. And now that no one can stop him, he would just say what he wants and he'll still be a billionaire.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Like, damn. Damn. He said, bro, what did he say about the slaves? He's saying stuff like that is still a billionaire. Man, being a good person does not matter. It doesn't. It's good to be a good person, but if you want to be rich, you don't. Nah, hell nah. Nah.
He always wanted to say that he's always been psychotic. Because what do you mean just because you're a billionaire and no one can stop you now that this is what you always wanted to say? I'm trying to think if I'm in the same position and feel the same way. I'm not sending out these tweets.
Yeah,
though,
I want to say
these are
hell
not
no.
in my thoughts through the day. I'm not casually thinking that R. Kelly and Diddy should be free. If you're asking what I'm gonna do considering my glazing of Kanye in the past, that music is still getting blasted. I'm sorry. He will be my number one most listened to artist. But he will not be mentioned as my GOAT anymore.
Not number one.
I know, it's a sad day. The tabloids are in for one today. Kanye West
He's not
was
my GOAT either.
and the one that inspired me.
He's one of the GOATs though.
Ye's the devil.
At least that's my way of coping with it. I hope for the sake of his family and even his wife he gets help. I know if they split up, she's about to come out with some of the most crazy shit we've ever seen. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yo, W video, yo. Oh my gosh. Kanye West. Kanye West. What are we gonna do with you, brother? It is unfortunate to see the down spiral of him, but you know, I guess it just is what it is. If I was a billionaire though, I think I got it. I think I know why he is like that. And why a lot of these people who are rich are like that. I think it really just comes down to boredom. They've already accomplished everything. This man is a damn billionaire. What the hell else does he have to do? You know, he's rich. He's rich, so he just like, man, F it, bro. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I could get away with and still have people rock with me. At this point, it seems like he doesn't even want, he's like trying to test his fans. He's like, man, let me see, how much can I, you feel me? In your face before you duck away. Like they just, Kanye fans just taking it, bro. They just taking it, and they just gonna keep on taking it because, you know, apparently Kanye is like their god or something. So with that being said, you feel me? I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you check me out on the Twitch. We are live currently, and check me out on my AJ King Plus channel. We just posted a new Try Not to Laugh over there, so make sure you go watch that video. Other than that, we out the jams. Peace.